Good evening. Welcome to the Professor and the Hammer podcast. With me, as always, my co-host, the Hammer himself, Richard. What's going on, my friend?
Nothing. I'm trying to figure out how to share this, so bear with me 1 second. It's the same fucking story every time. I don't know what I'm doing.
I did share it out. I'm live streaming on my broadcast, but if you comment on mine, for some reason the comments don't come through. So if you do want to comment for me to see, go on to the actual Professor and the Hammer Facebook page or YouTube. So man, how was your day, man? Good?
It was good. It was busy. Actually, I had a lot of work going on today. Oh, hold on a second. I'm just sharing this. I had a lot of work today. Been making costumes. We're doing Comic-Con on Saturday. So you see the costumes I made so far?
Yes, I saw.
Very rough. Very rough. But like we got Angel from X-Men, Colossus, and the Nightcrawler one is that's gonna be a little tricky. But and I'm doing Patch, which is a Wolverine, like alternate Wolverine. He like hid in Madripoor for a couple of years and ran a bar.
Okay.
And to hide his identity, he wore an eye patch, which is fucking hilarious.
I was gonna ask you that question. I'm I was a comic book fan back in the day, but I don't know a lot of the peripheral storylines. I was kind of wondering why a man who could regenerate needs an eye patch.
It just is disguise.
Gotcha.
Which is just like it's the funniest thing because it's like it's worse than Clark Kent. Because I mean, like you have the most iconic hair and sideburns in comic history, and like you.
Is there a chance that Liz is going to be Mystique?
Jean Grey.
Oh, okay. Mystique, I'd come up for the Comic-Con, but no.
That's awesome. But Jean Grey thing is, I think. Hold on a second. Oh, I thought my dog was scratching. And I thought somebody was knocking. He was scratching himself and fucking knocking.
Hey, oh my god, that's Saturday.
It's Saturday morning, yeah. So I'm
up at Saratoga.
Yes, and then my niece gets her her black belt, not her like full black belt, because but like she gets her Taekwondo black belt, and yeah, dude. I was gonna do Wolverine Tokyo because my hair's long, so it kind of sucks. I can't do the full Wolverine cut. I was gonna do Prime Savage Wolverine, which he has the bone claws and he kind of goes primal with like long hair and he has like a headband thing, like a face mask headband. And I was gonna do that, but I'm like, I got the fucking tuxedo so let me see here. I know you got where there's a fucking MMA thing, and I'm like, oh, look at my fucking.
We're talking about Comic-Con. That's awesome. That is oddly enough, that's also the tuxedo that I wore for my wedding.
Oh, look at that! So yeah, look at that.
I rocked the white tuxedo. I like those. Yeah.
Hold on, man. This is fucking where it's at, dude. So I'm a nerd, dude. Like I just love.
I think you should go around with the eye patch on.
I'm gonna. I'm good. Well, that's my whole goal in life is for this left eye to fucking finally be done, and I can just fucking wear an eye patch all the time because I don't want to be an ableist, But
yeah,
how cool are those?
Those are pretty cool.
Like, do I look like him?
I don't know about looking like him. I mean, you look like the regenerative powers went away a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Adamantium poison. Watch
the BCP has run out.
Yeah, exactly. Read your shit. Adamantium poison. All right. So,
speaking of BCP, Bobby Woodlawn in the house. What's up, my friend?
Right? You say fucking peptide 3 times. Fucking summons Bobby Blau. Yep.
Oh my god!
Fucking
Bobby's way too good of a salesman to wait for 3 times. He's at once someone fucking shows up.
Well, motherfucker was in the hospital selling doctors about it. Like, fucking was gonna say, oh my I want to say congratulations to my niece Stella May. She's gonna get her black belt in Taekwondo. Like it's like the kid black belt, and then she gets the real black belt eventually. But it's kind of cool. So she works really hard for that.
Is that like a junior black belt?
Yes.
Is that what they call that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's cool. It's
really cool. It's an accomplishment, no matter. I mean, I think we all know that Taekwondo for kids is exactly what it is, and that you can, no matter what they say, you're not going to be an adult in a fist fight, but that's still an accomplishment. She went there. She went to class. She did the required activities and forms and all that stuff.
And listen, dude,
that's what's up in this day and age where it's almost impossible to get these kids off outside and playing or doing anything. For them to go out and do that is awesome, man. So that's what's up.
And it's better than nothing. Like, listen, man, fighting's fighting. Like Nick Diaz said it best. He's like, man, people want to clown on Taekwondo, but like they're learning distance management. They're learning how to throw somewhat a punch. You know, maybe not the most, but like, hey, it's better than nothing. More than most. When you see some of these fucking fight videos on Facebook and YouTube and you know, real like, bro, what do you guys do? You should be embarrassed. You know?
Have you ever seen the video? It's a white guy fighting a black guy, and they're in a parking lot, and the guy's like, come on, and the white guy does like, and he starts getting this weird fucking stance, and he starts fucking going, and he fucking knocks the dude out.
Yep.
Like it was such an amazing video.
It's like, hey, like it's better. Listen, man, like there's rocks is just paper, but if you don't throw nothing, I mean, if you don't know any of them, you know, all are gonna win. So rock on. For sure. But cool. Let's bring on Homeboy so we can get this.
With us is the leader, the El Capitan of Goju. What's up, my friend? How you doing? You're on mute.
If I got to make a Gloversville joke, bro, I don't want to open with a Gloversville joke.
Hey, listen. The internet just came there last week. Let's give him a fucking break.
Live from AOL, Kevin Reinhardt.
Wow, how's it going?
When Kevin's coming on here,
I can hear. Took my joke. Thank you so much, man, for coming on.
Dishes around us, you know.
Usually when we interview people from Goju and stuff, they're in a basement someplace giving an interview. We're in a secure location.
Live streaming out of my bedroom in my house. So
is the real brains behind the operation?
Yes.
Yeah, the real brains behind it. Actually, that's true. We were telling Nels earlier that she wants to talk to Tim about setting up a husband and wife match.
Oh my goodness.
And
don't say that shit. My wife would fucking sign up in a second and probably beat me.
I'm telling you, date night, fight night keeps a lot of relationships together.
There you go.
But, oh man. So let's go all the way back, man. Because this past year you guys have put yourself on the map, right?
Yeah.
Not only at Cage Wars, you've been at MNK. I know you got a fight coming at Art of Combat. I don't know if that's the first fight you've been to.
Yeah, that'll be our first fight with them.
Okay.
We've been to Victory, Lace Up promotion.
Okay.
Pulaski, New York. With let's see, ISKA, Joe Wall.
Yep.
So, you know, getting my younger guys, they were chomping the bit about 8 months ago, and they were like, is there any promotions for us, you know, being underage? So I started really hitting the bricks, and a friend of mine from up in Syracuse introduced me to Steve, who runs the Lace Up promotion.
Yep.
And we got on the phone. We talked for a good hour and a half or so. And he says, yeah, send me a list of guys. We'll see if we can get them lined up. And I'm like, sounds great. So I took 4 fighters to that fight. It's kickboxing. I took 1 female. She did well for her first time, you know, being a white belt. I like to try and get the kids to engage in this stuff, to see where they're at and what I have to work on as a coach. My young man, this kid's name is like super long. His name is Vincent Giordano Matazawa.
Wow.
And so
that guy wouldn't survive in my gym. I have to tell him, your name is Tom Smith.
Italian or Japanese?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
So I think his mother is either Japanese or Korean.
Yep.
I really never really asked him. I just know that it's I work with his brother. His brother's a super guy.
That's awesome.
Young kid. And he always comes in with like Chinese jokes. He goes, "Oh, pick on the Chinese man." And it's like, dude, yeah.
Can we edit this? Can we edit this? I mean, we gotta.
Yo, if you close your eyes, who does he sound like right there?
I'm done, man. Ow, dude. Oh my god.
That's awesome, my friend.
So let's. I'm gonna kind of like I said, rewind from. Let's take it from the because like right now you guys nobody has said the word Gloversville this many times in the past year since they fucking made gloves. Literally, you guys put the place back on the map. So what's your background? Like, when did you start training? April, you're a black belt as well, right?
Yeah.
Second degree.
Yep,
Second degree, yeah. So, and what is it? What kind of it's karate, correct?
It's actually a blended style. So I've got a Taekwondo, Okinawan Goju, karate, Kempo, a little bit of kickboxing, some Thai kickboxing, Krav Maga. I mean, I can keep going, but we blended it all together back in 2013, and that's when I left my home school and moved back out here. I'm originally from the Lafayette area, so I moved out here with my wife at the time, future wife at the time, and we started our school. I told her, I said, you know what, I'm gonna call both my instructors because I've got that much respect. I want to see if they'll endorse me to open my own gym and my own dojo, and I got full endorsements from both. And I opened my first gym was with 6 Pee-wee students.
When we opened in the attic.
We opened in the attic of our house.
We had 8. Oh my god!
Where did that kid come from? He's shot out here like a cannon.
Yeah, that's my grandson.
Nice.
So
hey,
what's that?
Michael Essie just said hi. I said hey to him.
Oh, hey.
And Jordan Turner in the comments too.
Yep.
Jordan Turner said, what is that? If you say Gloverville 4 times, a homeless man pops up and asks you to change. Oh my goodness.
Pretty much.
That's Schenectady. And listen, we talk a lot of shit, but Schenectady's the same way, and I know Utica is too, where Jordan's from. So we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. When our school was in Schenectady, we used to have homeless people coming off the street and beg for money in the school.
I'm going to tell an awesome story because when I was down in Georgia, I trained with Chris Barnett and his brother Curtis.
Name dropper.
Curtis is a fucking bad name dropper, but like Curtis is the bad motherfucker. He's a Taekwondo black belt. He's the only, I think, the black belt to win nationals from Georgia. Like the only, right?
Oh, okay, yep.
This fucking homeless guy kept harassing, and their mom teaches there, and and whatever, and she's there by herself sometimes cleaning or doing things. And so the guy came in and was just being a ruckus, and Curtis gave him like one warning, was like, "Yo, like you got to just get out of here." And the guy came in, and was like, "I'll fight it." And usually people just chill. Curtis is a cop, all this deputy with all this stuff. And he just like, I just had enough. He's like, this is fucking, beat the fuck out of the guy and choked him out. And I'm like, it was awesome. And he goes, my mom is here by herself. He's like, this guy has to know he can't come back. And I thought that was amazing. He wasn't like abusive, like beat the shit. Beat the fuck out of him in a kind way, I should say. And it was just fucking awesome because it was just like, that's the truth, man. Like, he's like, yo, this guy can't be coming in harassing people, shit like that. Like, there's kids here, there's families here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just telling you, I just loved it because he fucking choked the guy out. I'm like,
we had a similar situation. We were on Main Street in Gloversville, and
you know about the incident with Scott. That was
here,
I'm sure.
So
are there multiple streets in Gloversville, or is it just one?
It's the only one that's paved. It's like the Yellow Brick Road in Oz. It's like the Yellow Brick Road in Oz. Instead of Emerald City, you got Gyoshu Ryu. I'll never pronounce that correctly. I'm the worst.
No.
Goju Rukai.
Goju Rukai. Okay.
How do you get Rukai out of that? That's some crazy shit.
April and I sat down, and I ran through probably 30 names to name the dojo, and I wanted to incorporate the Okinawan Goju karate because that was my main roots. That's where I started.
Mm-hmm.
That was back when I was 11.
Yep.
So
you've been training for a long time.
Yeah, I'm actually going on my 45th year.
That's me. I gotta ask you, how old are you?
I am 55.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were a fucking. Bring this picture up because he's jacked as fuck. Nels, can you bring that picture up?
Hold on,
I love this picture. You look like a bad motherfucker. We weren't sure. I was debating with Jordan Turner earlier if you were like in your 50s or just a Gloversville 40, like a hard miles on that, you know.
So it takes too long to put together, but
look at that. Oh, there we go. Look at this jacked motherfucker. 55 years old.
Yep, that picture. I actually lost another probably 7 pounds.
You're jacked out of your mind, bro.
And I was actually training for a fight, at Mac Promotion with Chris Rivette.
Okay.
And he ended up getting hurt with a fight before that. I guess, I think he broke a couple of ribs, and he decided to hang the gloves up and said it was enough, being his age as well. That was going to be my last fight. I was jacked up for it, ready to go. I trained 6 months for that fight.
Nice.
And my guys in the gym, they were like, hey, you know what? You take this fight. We're behind you 100%. And they worked my ass off. Shane Copernall, Brian Betts, they all worked with me. Sterling Rulison. Those are a couple of guys that worked with me on that fight, and it was a tough camp for me.
Yeah, you got some monsters there, man. Those guys, you got some dude. They're all hard workers. That's what. And one thing, like one thing I've said it on other podcasts too. The guys you train, they're all hard dudes. They're all tough. Even the newer guys, man, like they might not have the fucking like sharpest technique yet, but they're fucking willing to bang. They're tough. They come out. You're doing something right there, big time, man. Because you got a lot of people, willing to risk their fucking themselves with your fucking logo on their back, man. That means they have a lot of faith in you, and that stems from the coach. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's the same for you guys as well. You guys got a tough bunch.
Thank you, man.
The Cisco kid there, kid. He started out of my gym, and I'm really adamantly happy to see where he's gone, and to see him improve and get better and better each time I see him.
Yeah.
What's funny is because like when he first came, this is before I moved to Georgia. I remember like, who's the skinny fucking blonde ramen haired motherfucker? And I'm like, he's cool, he's nice. And then like he wanted to spar. I'm like, all right, we'll spar. And we're going like I kick a lot, and he does too. And I was like, whoa, this motherfucker's tricky. Like, I'm like, where the fuck's he from? Like, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck Glover's is. And I'm like, where was he? Like, I'm like, I don't know, wherever they fucking came from, they taught him some good shit. And like, and he knows, and he's good, and he naturally understands striking at a level most people will never get to. Like, he just
absolutely.
It's in his head.
He was like that as a white belt.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And what's amazing to me is watching these guys grow. Like a kid like Brian Betts, he started with me when he was 14, and
he's a monster. His fucking
he like 8-10 children to get to that size. I mean, he did that in a year. He went from like 5'9", 5'9"-ish, 5'10"-ish, and jumped to 6 foot.
That's 5'9.5" is super tall, by the way.
I know. Size. I give a little credit to myself because I'm like 5'8" now.
Yeah, well, I'm 5'9.5".
5'9" is a Gloversville 7-footer.
Yeah,
I'm moving to Gloversville, baby.
Shout out to Andre. Andre, I gotta get back to you about my schedule. Andre will be participating in a gi class at Team Jacal in the near future, so we'll be looking forward to seeing him.
What is he trying to sell?
Hey, Andre.
No, he lost a bet, and he's a man of his word. Yes, he will be in our class with a gi on, paying his debt to society.
Yes.
Thank you, Paul LaFond.
What was the bet? Oh,
yes.
Listen,
wow. I heard about that.
You can't hold it against him. The person who you bet on was a sponsored athlete. So
he kind of
was in a position.
Kenny Correa, you owe me a karaoke because you made a bet with me.
That's right, Kenny.
I'm not gonna take $100 from him because I'm not taking it out of this good woman.
Come on, you know that $100 didn't come from him. That's come from mom.
From his mom. I'm not taking any money from his mom. She's a good woman. So Kenny, you got to earn it with a karaoke. I want to hear that beautiful voice. So, but Roddy, we'll do that another time, my man. Hey, bro, don't. No, come on, Andre.
Andre, your first role is gonna be with Paul. That's what you get. All right, so back into it. So you open up your gym. What year did you open the gym up?
This one.
this one, actually, we
opened
it
in 2012.
2012.
But when we restarted after his injury. That was actually right before COVID hit.
So yeah, we hit in right before COVID, and then they, the state, they were kind of about places being open. They put a lot of restrictions.
So were you guys worried about opening up during COVID? Because I mean, I know for myself, like the Department of Health for Schenectady County is like right over the bridge from my gym.
Right.
So we were down for like 3 months, and then we just said fuck it, and we just threw up some cardboard on the windows and put some advertisements on the outside, and we just kind of went with it.
Yup, that's pretty much what we did, and we.
No.
I was gonna say, I don't remember any of that. I don't know what Nelson's talking about. He's completely lying. Everything was about the rules there.
I didn't really want to do it, but Rich made me do it.
No, actually, what's funny is because only reason I said to do it is because Alan Gatoff made us. Gatoff, professor, he's the primary shareholder in the school above everybody else. He makes the rules. We just follow.
That's that's the thing. We went by the rules,
bro. Brayton Law, and that's the best fucking thing.
What do you say?
Gloversville always has cardboard on the windows.
That's the Gloversville. That's the Gloversville sunroof, baby.
Right. You're gonna pay for that in training tomorrow. So.
Right.
No, can I time out? Quick 20-second timeout. What kind of abusive ass relationship are you in, Kevin? Because she was talking about beating you up a second ago. Now she has the "I love my husband" shirt on in the background that she just changed to. Gaslighting. It's like lots of warfare over there.
You see the bottom of it?
I just took my
It
sweater
says, "I love my husband, but sometimes I want to square up."
Okay, there we go. Never mind that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, that's great.
More
So,
hey, FB, what's up?
That's when right after COVID is when we met. I met you through Andre.
Yes.
Andre had some people come over. We did like a little in-house tournament kind of thing that was kind of cool. And then so how did you? Because even then you still weren't in the MMA space, correct?
No, not quite yet. We were doing a lot of traditional tournaments. We run with a 518 circuit tournament ran by
for what martial art? What martial art is that for?
That's for. I'm sorry, I missed that first part. No.
What martial arts is that for? The circuit you're on?
That is for the they call it the 518 Capital District tournament.
For what fighting style?
This all traditional.
Like karate, striking,
karate, striking, point sparring.
So I want
breaking weapons.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt again real quick. So we can clarify. So you're a multi-degree black belt in karate, taekwondo, like striking, correct?
Yes.
You have and all those styles. Jiu-jitsu. I know you've belted at all, or?
Yes, Coach Affinito, when he started with us, he started the grappling, and he got talking with me, and I actually called my instructors up, and they said, because we're basically a entity owned gym, and what they mean by that is like I know you guys got a second school, so it's under that name.
Yep.
Goju Rukai is its own entity. I stand away from Finger Lakes Karate and Finney Martial Arts to start my own gym. That's why I needed the endorsements.
Mm-hmm.
And when Coach Affinito came to us, I said, let me call my instructors up and, kind of see what the parameters are. If we can incorporate your grappling and jiu-jitsu into our school, then we can start belting students with, a different type of style of.
Because he's been, not to just, if people don't know, I'm not super familiar with Coach Affinito's, I know he's has MMA fights in the past. He's been grappling. He's doing this for a long time, like a very long time. Because before it was cool, quote unquote, kind of like Nels and stuff like this. Like he's been doing this for a long time, and that's awesome. So what about you is like what I like about you a lot, and I told this to Nels earlier. We were talking respect you. you keep reinventing yourself with and not being how do I say it? Your ego's not there. You try different styles and you excel and start from the bottom and work your way up, you know? And that's amazing. It's like you're a true martial artist in the sense that
well, like I was telling Nels earlier, you know, one of the beliefs that I run true with my guys is something that was taught to me by my instructors, and that's the circles that you run in. If you're running in the right circles, and this is one of the reasons why we started our school, is because, you know, I know it's everywhere. The bullying, all that's where a lot of my students come from. And I've really
wait, are they the bullies or are they
listen,
bullying?
I don't like being called out on my own show. Okay. Like, this is our show. All right, man. Like,
no offense.
I'm just trying to figure out if these are the victims of bullying or are they the actual bullies.
You're speaking to the wrong crowd, man. Because I mean, like, listen, I'm joking.
The victims, you know, a lot of these kids are, you know, kids that come from like single parent families and whatnot. But it's like I tell all
like the nerds and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
I know. I'm just busting my ass.
I know.
But no, they come to the school and, you know, I teach them the self-defense is one of the basic things that they start off with first. And then we get into the sparring, the jiu-jitsu. The reason for that is I feel that as a martial artist, I grew up, I was a farm kid from, you know, up in Syracuse and out in the country sticks kid. And I was the smallest guy on my football team, smallest guy on my wrestling team. And
still the smallest guy in the
still
house.
the smallest guy.
God, dude, she's the fucking holy crap. This is why you started the school.
Assassinates.
Yeah.
You're building a team for one day you needed to usurp yourself from April. I get it, man.
Yeah.
He's just like, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many? There can't be a nightmare ever in that house with how many dream catchers you guys got in that fucking place, man. Jesus Christ, it's never been a nightmare, huh?
Yeah, we got 10 of them called children.
Exactly. I could see them, man. Like,
Nell's trying to raise his eyebrows, like 10 kids. Yeah, we got 10 kids together.
That's right. 10 kids. No, I said the dream catchers. That's what I'm saying. But yeah,
the dream catchers he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
a lot of nightmares.
That's a whole thing of me.
That's
my deal. I make them and I buy them.
Oh, that's all. You make them?
I make them and I buy them.
I'm gonna have to buy one from you. I like homemade dream catchers. That's cool.
She can draw one on the wall too. She's got one of those on the wall in the living room.
You should show them.
Yeah, here.
What is it?
It's
a dream catcher.
She drew a dream catcher. I'll kind of take you out and pan it out real quick for you.
Don't move too fast. That internet's a little shaky out there.
There's fucking MTV Cribs Gloversville. Oh, look at this.
Damn, that's dope.
Dude, that's cool. You drew that?
Yeah.
That's really cool. The pictures on it.
What's that?
With the pictures around it, that's really cool. The people's photos. I'm saying that's really nice.
Oh yeah, that's all our kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that wolf actually is really fucking cool.
I can't draw stick figures, so.
April, can you hear me? Can she hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
So you're the mind behind the logo too, right?
Yes.
That's amazing, man. Like
the
high res version of that is fucking absolutely bonkers. It came out really cool. Like it's a really cool logo.
Yeah, everybody's been trying to tweak it a little bit here and there, but the original, believe it or not, the original I did on an old computer 12, 13 years ago with using just the paint format.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it came out cool. And the dragon and I like the dragon and the tiger, man. It's a cool mix.
Yep. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we teach the kids about too, because we kind of drew it in like a yin yang form.
Yep.
Well, the tiger being that raw student when they come in, and then as they gain their experience, they become that dragon, which is the wisdom of the martial art. You know, I just this past year, my instructor Soke Finney, out of Syracuse, took our grandmaster back home to his home country in Korea, and he was the founder of Taekwondo.
Oh, wow.
it was a very humbling trip for him. He got to go out there and be a part of that, and then comes back home and hits me with, he goes, check your email. And I'm like, okay. And I pull it up, and it's a letter and my 7th degree black belt from the Taekwondo Association of Korea.
That's amazing.
I was like, that's the most awesome thing that I could ever receive, and very humbling experience, because I never got to actually meet Grandmaster Kim, and it was fun. This whole journey's been wild for me. Coaching these guys, these young men, and seeing them develop. And what are you doing now?
He's biting my finger.
Yeah.
We not only have 10 children, that's like Noah's Ark in my house as well. What?
That's amazing.
8 dogs?
You have 7 dogs.
7 dogs, 2 cats,
a bird, and a turtle. So, and a grandbaby. So, yeah.
But this journey has been a wild year this year. We've taken a lot of fights.
Why the hell am I in the? Oh.
What's that?
I thought I just lost myself here.
He said he wanted the cat.
But his dogs would eat that cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, this journey's been wild.
Well, it's cool because like it's that you started as a traditional type of place, and it morphed into an MMA studio, which is freaking fantastic. And you guys are doing well. You know what I mean? I mean, like the last card, you guys I think won most of your fights.
Yep, 3 out of the 4. 3 out of the 4.
Dope.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's what's up, man. I remember like one of our most successful cards was when I had Glasheen and Busky win 2 titles on one night. I remember Slim come up to me and be like, "You're established." You know what I mean? And going 3 for 4 is on that level, man, is you just put yourself on the map, man.
Yeah,
you got
talking with the guys. I said, look, I came into the gym after let's see, I think it was the second podcast with El Shaddai, and then your podcast. And I was like, look, man, even though it's in all good fun and you're doing it to hype the fights up, I said, you know what? I said, I really want to go to Cage Wars this time and really make a statement. And trust me, I appreciate Tim for giving us a chance, giving us a shot to come in and prove ourselves as a new gym. And like I said, it's been a wild ride. I mean,
I'll tell you what,
the first,
knowing Tim as well as I do, you bring people, you bring fans, you come on weight, you come with your physicals, and you rarely, if ever, back out of fights. Like when he finds people like that, he takes care of those people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same thing for us, Buries, MVMMA, those kind of guys. When you bring in the talent like that, Tim makes sure he takes care of you guys and gets you guys on cards.
Man, like you said, you had I think you had 2 debut fighters. They made weight, great performances. Not debut, but debut for Cage Wars. Rodney.
Yeah, debut for Cage Wars. Rodney, that was his very first fight.
Yep, and then Bet's second fight. I mean, they both.
Brian's second fight, yeah.
Did really good, and looked like they belonged. I mean, they do belong. I'm not saying, but I'm saying people come in, they look fucking shell shocked in there. It happens. Those motherfuckers, they both won. They came to fucking, they banged. It was awesome, and nice kids. Guys, kids. I'm old, so I don't mean that in a bad way. But nice dudes. And bright future. I mean, you guys, your gym has a ton of fucking stuff ahead of it. It's awesome. And you got fucking Brayton out there. And now, I see he took another fight. Is that MMA or boxing?
That's an MMA. That's full on everything. So, this time it's everything.
Good.
I mean, awesome. Brayton is kind of like your lead horse right now, man. He's going everywhere, fighting everything.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I saw
big old bonk head bringing it everywhere.
I know that. I know Paul kind of joked around with me there when we first got to the venue at Cage Wars 62. And he was like, "What, you ain't done fighting us yet?" And I'm like, I don't know. And I kind of joked around with him after the fight and told him, I said, I might drop to 165 and maybe bump up to 185, take you on for the title.
Yeah.
I laughed. I said, nah, dude, I won't be getting in the ring. I'm enjoying coaching. I'm learning a lot. And that bodes well for, all the gyms too, because I do reach out to you guys and I learn a lot from you, other gyms that have already been there. I know we speak a lot when we're at the venues and shoot the shit. And
it's funny because as I keep maturing through this, right, you never stop learning. And you start to look at, I started looking at younger gyms in terms of how long they've been into the MMA scene. And I see you going through some of the same stages that I went through. And it's just like, man,
we talked about that last week. That right, when we got to Scotia, basically, it's like, the evolution, dealing with personalities.
Yeah.
Egos, schools growing, different organizations fighting for different styles, different goals. You have hobbyists, you have competitors, you have MMA guys, now you have kids.
Your business starts to shift, and it's really hard to maintain that identity of, hey, I'm a jiu-jitsu school that does MMA. Mm-hmm. And when you start to have the success, I counted the other day, I think we have 11 Cage Wars titles now.
Nice.
That's big, man. When we started getting into it, it was like Cage Wars 38, 39, something like that. And that was I had one or two. It wasn't until after COVID, and a lot of people always ask me, why did I stop reffing for Cage Wars? I can't do it. I got too many fighters on these cards.
Right.
I don't think we've had less than 4 fighters since COVID happened. So we've been very blessed with finding new talent. That talent wanted to do the work, because just like you, I'm sure you get a lot of people in that gym that sees someone like Brayton going out there getting the publicity that he's getting, and then someone's like, hey, I want to do that too. And you have to be like, listen, I appreciate that. You're not ready. You need to do X, Y, and Z to get through that cage. You know what I'm saying? And I always say the worst and best thing ever happened to me was Rich deciding he wanted to do MMA, because Rich is not the most athletic striker in the world.
Really?
We can pull photos if we want, but
it's called drunken style kung fu.
Yeah,
look it up.
But listen, he was, I think it was in 2020. He came to me. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do an MMA fight. I don't know when. I'm literally gonna concentrate on striking for however long it was. It was a year. Of him just not missing, going into sparring, getting the shit kicked out of him on a every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday basis, and until he was like, okay, I'm ready. So and that's what it takes.
High praise, thank you, Andre. Thank you.
But that's what it takes to do it, and sometimes it sucks, because you get like Chris Hidley is a perfect example. That kid, we already talked about how good his striking is.
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu needs work, and it's so easy to fall in love with the striking aspect. Luis Melendez is a perfect example. That dude is
coming up through the ranks like I did. I did a lot of point sparring tournaments. I did a qualifier back in 1998 for Team USA. I ended up with a gold medal out of that. Dislocated my shoulder, and I kept fighting. I'm a dog. The only thing that I really got worried about was right before COVID hit, because I've been doing this for so long, and I'm sure you've all been through injuries as well. I tore my left rotator cuff, and it was a significant tear. And
that's painful too.
Yeah.
They said, well, we can do the shots. I tried the shots, that didn't work. So I
went talked to Bobby Blau, my friend.
For all your supplement needs.
Yes. And no, I ended up having surgery on it, and I was out for 8 weeks for the surgery, but it took a year and a half to come back from it.
It's amazing, buddy. When you're out for a span of time. I've done jiu-jitsu now for 16 years, and I had never, knock on wood, never had a really bad injury. I've had separated shoulders and stuff like that. Yep. I still rolled through it. I still trained. But like when I got my car accident, my neck was all fucked up.
I don't know. That knee injury was fucking brutal. You couldn't walk. That was like
yeah. When I had the stem cells, that was brutal.
That was a miracle.
But that was 6 weeks. I was out. That was it. And I was back in it.
Walk. I didn't think you were coming back.
It
was bad.
The physical therapy for that was pretty
quick
gnarly.
Though. Like 3 minutes ago, we were on a really good subject, me, and we kind of steered away from that. So we're
I'm sorry.
We were talking about how unathletic your striking was.
No, we were talking about how good I was at just dedication and my willpower. And I like where that was going. Now we're kind of
did you have a hard time when you came back from it, getting back into? It's always tough being the owner, the instructor, the head guy. It's always tough to get your work in. When you came off of that shoulder, was it even tougher for you?
It was very difficult. I think it was like after the 8 weeks of letting it heal and then going through the first couple of weeks of physical therapy, I started getting that depression, that depressed mode. And I was like, I said, if I don't get out of this funk, I'm not going to get this gym reopened at all. And I'll be the most miserable person on the planet.
Yeah.
Because it became a lifestyle for me. So,
I run that still to this day. I still have these times. It's so easy just to teach, and everyone loves to learn. And sometimes I don't push myself as hard as I should. Coming out of a class, I'd just be like, I didn't do shit. All I did was teach and shoot shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I need to get myself going down that path again as well.
And I've been I sat down with my team, and I actually came out and apologized to my team because I've been since the first Cage Wars that we went to, and just getting hit with a lot of promoters calling, and they call it the oddest times. And
yes. Yep.
I really had to kind of back dial and backpedal a little bit and tell them, hey, look,
if it ain't Tim, don't answer. That's all you got to know.
Yeah. And but I really had to backpedal.
Or Andre or Bobby Blau.
It was all based on timing. When they were calling, it was when I was on the mat. So I'd hurry up and run up to my office and take the call real quick, and ended up being like 20 minutes of the class.
Yeah. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a promoter that's short-winded. They will talk your fucking ear off for at least an hour.
When I first talked to Tim, he was like, send me a list. That's exactly what he said to me. He says, he says, we'll look at you. He goes, I know Brayton's training out of your gym. He goes, if you got any more, send me a list. I sent him, I don't know, I listed like 20 guys. And he's like, well, we can't get them all on the card. I said, no, I know that.
Well, also too, like Tim, I know, like I said, I know how promotion works, whatever. The more advanced fights you have on the card, the better. But at the same time, you want to get non-advanced guys on the card as well. So you can get them to be advanced. If you look at the last fight for Cage Wars, there was, I want to say 17 fights. I think there was only like 3 or 4 novice fights on the card, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I know for a while their Cage Wars lost a lot of talent. Harley Locklear and
Taylor, Morrow,
and a whole bunch of those other guys.
Norman. I mean, that's a big, there's a huge gap, but
yeah.
Hey, by the way, the mayor.
by the way, I just confirmed for either next week or the week after. Next week is Thanksgiving, so I don't know if we'll have time. But Ed Kinner will be our guest on the podcast. Yeah, we have a lot to talk to him about regulation, about his Muay Thai history, about him not getting the mayorship, but he's still the mayor in my eyes.
Yes,
so that's all really matters.
Ed's a great guy.
Listen,
I know he gives me a lot of info that I need. So
if it's a good thing that Rich is retired, because I literally thought that Ed might kill him this one. When Ed told him, hey, no one can leave this area, and Rich had some smart ass remark. I'm like, he's gonna.
I was standing right next to him.
He's gonna kill you.
Listen, man.
Goes, well, I'm going. Rich goes, oh, I'm going up to my hotel room. What do you think about that? And dead silence from Ed, and it was just a look.
Yeah, because Ed ceased to have blood flow to his fucking brain at that point. He was about to stroke out. Well, man, that'll be a great podcast. Don't miss that one. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see how next week goes, and maybe we'll do it Tuesday. If not, we'll do it the following Tuesday.
I'll tune into that one.
We might have to switch our nights here, buddy, because very soon Emma will start having basketball games at Tuesday. I don't know what time those get out, but we'll find out. We'll figure it out.
I mean, it's cool. Whatever works. I don't care. Whatever works.
Yeah.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Grandmaster Brad Chip. He is the new Taekwondo Federation president. He's also my Grandmaster instructor.
Nice.
You know,
is he watching?
Big long lineage for our school, and that's some of the things that I kind of take pride in telling my students. You know, background is a lot, because they can go look it up. They go actually look these guys up, and you know, I mean, yeah, we're looking forward to the next fight. I know we got one coming up December 15th with Breton. I might have a couple more guys on that card as well. I find that out probably later tonight or tomorrow.
I talked to Brayton. I reached out to him. I love him, man. He's a good dude. And I asked if I could help him. If there's anything I can help him with, just sparring partners, whatever, jiu-jitsu help, whatever, grapple, whatever I can help him with. I'd love to come up to see you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Invitation open.
Yeah,
maybe we'll go do a podcast from the actual gym.
That'd be cool. We can get awesome. You have a bunch of fighters there, so we can get all them in. That'd be awesome. Who's that big motherfucker who came in with Travis was there? There was some fucking big dude. He played football or something.
Oh, Colton Ryan.
Colton, yeah.
That guy sounds like he's over show. Colton Ryan.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big. He's 6'4" and probably 240.
God damn.
He's concentrating on football. He does take classes with us.
Well, because when you post a picture of him, I'm like, is that me? And I'm like, no, I wasn't there. So you know what I mean? I'm like, it's like, is that? I'm like, but no, I'm just fucking. Is that a young me? But no.
Yeah, but he's a big dude.
Big motherfucker. Dude, yeah.
He punches just as hard.
Yeah.
And
that's a big statement. Andre Tavers says.
What's that?
Andre Tavers said, second strongest guy I ever met besides Rich.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
strongest guy I ever met. I read it wrong. I read it wrong.
Yeah, so I can't wait to get Andre and the Gi now. Now we're gonna strangle the shit out of him.
How long's the Gi gonna stay on, Andre?
Listen, I don't care as long as I get a picture of him with it looking like a POW. That's all that really matters.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of. I open my gym up. I'm not, prejudiced to any other gym coming. I mean, I've had Travis Streeter up. Who else?
Andre's been there.
Justin's come to our gym for a seminar. Mike Gannon came and did a seminar for us.
The new one down in Amsterdam.
518.
The Sensei Jack.
High level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good people.
Yeah, everybody's great, welcoming into welcome us into that martial arts community.
You guys are good people, man. You can just see that. I mean, you're good people. Like a conversation with you, like it's like you're fun, you're good. You have like the respect for the sport, for the people, for the community. Like and you're fun. You joke around. Like it's like that's fucking important, man. Like that's just like that's what I love about this sport. The community is just like you meet really good friends, really good people, and like cross training because there's like different philosophies, different techniques, and it's just like
and I think we not only did we come up for that like in-house tournament up in Chicago, we went up and did a class actually.
Yeah.
Andre invited us up, and then I took my wife, my daughter, Elvira, who is now, she just turned 16, so she came to me and says, Dad, I want to get in the cage. I said 2-year fight camp, and she pounded the crap out of me the other night during training. She got a good mount position, caught my arm. Not that I try to let her do it, but I want her to learn the striking and where she can strike as an amateur. And then I rolled her over, swept her, and
taught her a lesson.
She kind of goes, there's not enough bruises. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to send you to school all bruised up because now, CPS will get involved and I got to deal with that crap. So no.
So Kevin, you got crisscross to your gym?
Crisscross.
Chris has come.
Chris has come a couple times with Travis, and
so Chris was with us briefly before he had to move. And I want to commend him on his tattoo career. His tattoo career is taking off.
Yeah.
He did a lot of nice work from him. I'm not letting you touch me with a needle, but it's still nice work.
But no, he did Breeton's. I think he did Breeton's tattoos, the night ones that he just got done.
Oh, really?
Right before the fight, he comes in. Yeah, I think so. He comes in all wrapped up in cellophane. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You gotta train. And he's like, oh, I just got 2 tattoos. I'm like, you ding dong. But that's
I got my feet tattooed. And they're like, oh, can you come open the school? I'm like, I am bleeding everywhere, but all right. And I fucking called a class.
Oh my God.
But these guys are, they're looking forward to the 2024 season.
Who's coming up? Who's coming up? I mean, I'm sure that card's pretty much situated, but I don't want to say announced fights, but anybody you have committed? I mean, just yes or no? I mean, you have a couple guys committed to the card, or?
New kid that's coming in.
Yeah, I've got a new guy. Which card? The next Cage Wars card?
February 8th. Actually, Mac is February 3rd, so I'm sure. I mean,
well, I know. Let's see. I know that Brian wants to fight.
You don't have. So you don't have to name names or commit to anything. I'm just saying you have fighters solidified for them.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Cool. I got another young fighter that just turned 18. He walked right in and says, can I get my application for my MMA ID? I'm like, absolutely. I know you've been itching. So I think that one's going to be lined up. I know I shot Tim a few names already for February. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to another, absolutely great season. Like I said, our plan for this, we weren't even looking at Cage Wars until probably, I think we said 2025, 26.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of jumped the gun when Breeton came to us and said, hey, I need a coach and cornerman. What do you think? And I said, well, let me see what you got in the cage. And he showed me some videos. I said, you're definitely workable. You're coachable.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get rocking and rolling. Breeton's a young father. He cares about his kids, and that's first priority. Just like myself, probably you too, Rich. Our kids come first.
My kids are coming last for now on. Y'all can bite me. It's been a long 18 to 25 years.
Oh, that's going to be the clip they're going to show on social media.
Yeah.
Y'all going to bite me.
Bite me out of the second degree black belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta wrap this up.
So
That's my bedtime.
No, 100%. That's awesome. So fucking super excited to have you on. Thank you so much for everything.
Yes,
absolutely.
We want to get you on for a while. I'm glad this worked out. This is a really fun time, and thank you, April, too. Thank you, everybody in the comments. I'm excited to see what more comes from the gym, man. I'm excited. Like I said, when my foot heals, maybe Nels will come with me. We'll definitely take a trip up there if we're welcome. I mean,
absolutely. Awesome. Anytime.
There's a dude I was talking to from your Mike Peters, really cool guy. You know, I mean, I had some nice conversations.
Yes, Mike Peters is our he is our contention. He actually bought the dojo for the kids.
That's awesome.
And we work together as, you know, I instruct. He does his thing with the building, and
nice.
It's working out really great. And we actually got into a little bit better part of the city.
That's
awesome. Now we're starting to draw people in.
Well, that's what, like he said, just a little bit. He just loves you two, like the way he's like the way you guys treat the children and everything. He just like spoke super highly because he's like I want to do his part to keep it around because like you guys are so beneficial to the community. And I can't stress that enough how important stuff like this is, especially like, you know, I joke around with Gloversville and shit. I grew up in fucking Averill Park, Steventown, Brooklyn, like Schenectady. Like I didn't grow up in a fucking nice place. And like when these places like you show up there and put an anchor in the community, like a pillar, that's fucking great for the kids, for everybody around, because it gives them something like a hope, something to rally around, like, you know, and that's awesome. So that's doing a great fucking thing. And like, especially how you made it so big, so quick. Well, not even quick. I mean, you guys have been open for a bit, and like you guys really put the work in, and it shows in your fighters. I mean, these guys are fucking the ones that we've named are humble fucking people. Like they're fucking cool, like respectful, tough. They're fucking tough. That Hendo, Aaron Hendo. Oh, he's in the comments.
Yeah, Aaron Hendo. He's a badass.
Dude, that dude, I can't say this enough. I talk about it every fucking time I was sick of it. When he fought Ancipino was so fucking good, so technical, and Hendo just grit his just on grit survived that fight and traded with him. Ancipino was throwing combos that I'm like, they're fucking beautiful, and Hendo's taking it and delivering back, and I'm like, and then okay, so we're gonna end this. We have to end the show, but I'm in the bathroom and I saw Aaron, and his fucking cheek is like puffy, and I'm like, oh, talking to him, he's like, I tried to get on this card for the fighter that pulled out.
You know,
but he's like, they think they said something about I was sparring and like I hurt my cheek, and he goes, it's fractured. I'm like, yeah, you think? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? It happened. He's like, oh, it happened last week. I go, what the fuck are you doing? It's a facial fracture. You can't just hurt. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, dude.
They're dogs, man. Every one of my guys are dogs.
Fucking
they'll fight hurt. They don't care.
Yeah, dude.
But I really strap it down when it comes to like serious injuries like that.
Yeah. 100%.
He's doing better. You know, he actually had it. He had to have a hematoma removed off of it today. So he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Like I said, there's a guy like him, man. I'd love to work with I love working with people like the athleticism he has and the toughness. So you just can't replicate that. You can't invent that. Like it's awesome, man. You guys have fucking a lot of talent there, and so that's awesome.
Thank you guys. You know,
cool guys, man. And listen, like I said. Top-down leadership. It starts at you. It starts with her. The people you learn from, and it just permeates you. Just like our school, man. These fucking Jacow, Nels, Alan. I'll fucking say it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it sets the fucking tone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, when I first met you guys, just coming to your dojo there and your academy, I had an absolutely wonderful time there. You know, if I
had a broken arm, then I was still being moody at that time.
Yeah, you were being a little bitch that day. Absolutely.
Be able to get up there a few days.
Yeah, definitely, brother. We would love to have you
down. You know that.
What's up?
I said he's always strapping you down. You know.
100%, right? Exactly. Well, he knows if you let me, if he didn't try to if he didn't neg me, he calls. He's like a pickup art. Like if he didn't neg me, he thinks I'd get too confident and I'd leave him.
I'm the only one that's heavy enough to keep him grounded, so that's how that works.
So you said Jonathan Salmons, right? That he's in the comments. He's a big kid, right? He's
he'll be coming into that next card February. That's what we're working on now. I think he's going to be in that zone. He's trying to drop.
Nice.
Oh, we'll see where he's at by then. Jonathan Salmons.
Yep.
I know he's been up to Jacal a couple times.
Yes.
Nice.
One of the things that and I'll end this real quick. One of the things I can say about my guys is, when they go other places to train, they're very forthcoming and very honest, and they seem to always want my acceptance for it, and I believe in the cross training aspects as well. I think they learn a little bit more, and that's what I was taught coming up.
Yeah,
through the black belt
is important.
Dude, I'm going to visit a school. There's a gentleman. I don't want to announce it because I don't know if it's private, or whatever. But like, I was asked to see his black belt promotion at another school. I still ran it by Nels. Like, I mean, I know Nels is cool with that school, cool with the people, fuck whatever. Yeah. Just respect. I'm like, yo, like, listen, I'm gonna go no matter what. I don't fucking care.
What I always tell these guys there's some schools that are not always super cool with everybody.
Yeah,
right.
If you tell me, hey, I'm gonna go to blah 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 school, I might just be like, hey, listen, I'll never say no, but keep your head on a swivel. Like, they're gonna come for your head. Like, Rich is a purple belt that is a well-known person in the MMA local community.
Absolutely.
Man, if I was a blue belt, I'd fucking coming for his head. You know what I mean? If that was the kind of guy I was, you know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff you got to tell your guys. Like, up at Jacal, if there's like any of that kind of shit going on, they're rolling with me next. And we don't treat guests like that. We make sure we're welcoming and we help them out, especially from schools that are not jiu-jitsu schools. We help them with the etiquette and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's a part of it, I mean, being in the martial arts community, you got to have etiquette all the time, and I think that's where some get lost, some don't, some stay true to the traditions of their teachings. And that's pretty much what we've done.
Yep, absolutely. You've done a great job with it, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you.
Watch out. There's a fucking glizzy monster in the comments. RJ. What are you doing? Looking for sausage sandwiches?
RJ.
Hey, RJ, how you doing?
Glizzy monster. That name is never going away.
Glizzy monster. Man. Thank you, Al. Thank you, RJ. Hope you're doing well too, my friend.
Hey,
Kevin Reinhardt rubbing off on
Andre,
me.
Everybody who's
all right, brother. We'll talk to you very soon. All right.
Yes.
Anytime come up, we're gonna definitely plan a time to come down and we'll hook up. All right.
All right. That sounds great.
All right, everyone. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. If we don't talk to you by next week.
You too.
Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you, April. Thank you, Kevin. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
You guys are awesome too. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.